Hey y'all, if you like to eat Mexican food or go to Mexican restaurants, I'm sure you have had or heard of taquitos. So today I'm making really kind of a low carb version of taquitos, and I cooked my chicken already, and I went ahead and used the salad choppers to chop up or shred my chicken because I didn't want you to have to watch that. But I'm going to put pictures of this. I cooked the chicken today in our batter bowl, and the lid is microwave safe. But I just, for some reason, I don't like to use it in the microwave, although I have before. So I used our no boil over, which is really for liquids boiling over your stovetop, but you can also use it in your oven and microwave. So I used that for my chicken as I was doing it in the microwave. In just 7 minutes, it was done. And I wanted to do it in here because I am halving the recipe. And this batter bowl has measure marks, and I've got maybe just a tad over 2 cups on the nose, which is what I wanted for half of this recipe. When I drained the juice from my chicken, I fried some bacon, and I put that bacon grease in my chicken before I cooked it, just to give it that flavor. I won't go and throw that grease away. So typically you put your lid on the batter bowl like this, but if you've got a batter bowl, I want to show you a tip. Put your lid on backwards, which is what I did. And y'all see it gives us a pour spout. So I was able to pour the juice from my chicken without losing my chicken or without even having to take it out. So that's just a random tip for you if you have one of the batter bowls either size. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, other than my shredded chicken, half of my recipe, and I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I've just had it sitting out getting soft. And you can use, I'm making ranch and bacon today. So you can use a packet of ranch seasoning, but I'm using Pampered Chef's ranch seasoning, which is just delicious. They actually consider it a popcorn seasoning, and I love it on my popcorn too. But I also use it in a lot of my cooking recipes. Whoop. So before I dump it all in there, I just kind of like to give it a good stir and get all of that ranch. I put 1 tablespoon in with my cream cheese so it'll hold the flavor a little better. Now the fun part, I should have put it in my measure all cup so I didn't have to dig out to get it in my batter bowl. But that's okay. I've got my faithful scoop and spread, and y'all know I love that one also. And I tell people all the time, if you like licking your batter bowls or bowls when you're mixing your cake mixes, do not use this because it gets every last drop. Okay, so I've got that out. Get that off my spoon. Now, the other things that I'm going to be using, and I've got all those already done, so this won't take so long. And really, when you're making your taquitos, you can use whatever you like. But again, I'm doing a low carb version. I have got low carb wraps, and these are about a 7-inch wrap. Ideally, a 6-inch would be good. And sometimes I even use these little 0 carb wraps, and they're only about 4 inches, but they're too little for what I'm doing tonight. Okay, so I've got some green onion, and I told you already I had fried some bacon. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump those in. That's why I love the flexible cutting mats. I can cut up on this baby and then just funnel it right into my bowl. And they are dishwasher safe, although I hand wash mine. And the other thing is cheese. I'm using Colby Jack cheese, and I've already got that shredded up. And I'm halving it, so I've got 1 cup of that. Now, all we have to do is just stir this mixture up. So I've got my cream cheese, my onion, my bacon, and my cheese. And because it's not got beans, it makes it low carb. And I'm not really a big bean fan, my husband either. So y'all have to let me know what you like in your taquitos. Oh, it smells so, so good. And it's so easy to make. This is a good mixture just to make as a little dip. And sometimes I keep it right in this batter bowl. That's another reason I like cooking everything in the batter bowl, because I can put that lid on, put it in the refrigerator, and then just make me a wrap as needed during the week. But you also can keep these in the freezer or refrigerator after they're made. After you cook them, you can even freeze them uncooked if you want to. So now I'll just roll a few of them up for you. And before I start rolling them up, I'm gonna do mine in the air fryer. So I've got our small modular pans, 2 of them. So I can put one on one shelf and one on the other. I'm sorry, that's loud. In my air fryer. So I'm just gonna spritz the bottom of this pan. This is just olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and do both of them. Try to sit that down quietly. If you have a spritzer, a lot of people say it gets clogged up, but when you use it, you saw me pump it to get it used, then you gotta burp it. Let that air out, and you can even leave it unscrewed completely if you want to, but normally after I burp mine, I know it's safe to go ahead and put the lid back on. Okay, so I've got stuff everywhere. I'm gonna bring this back over here. Just have my cheese on that. This is a tablespoon. It's our small stainless scoop. So I'm going to put just a couple good scoops of that. I might do 3, y'all, since I'm halving this recipe. And then, I'm not good at rolling up these things. I got more on that end than I did this one. Some people like to fold them and then roll them, so I'll do that. I'm just going to fold them over, and ta-da, just like that. And I'll just do one more, and then I'll finish doing them, and I'll cook them in the air fryer. You can do these in the oven if you don't have an air fryer, or in the oven even if you do have an air fryer. You may prefer to do them on a bigger sheet pan and do the full recipe at the time. So again, by halving the recipe, I'm able to cook them in the air fryer. Okay. I should probably put my mixture closer to the ends as I'm rolling them. All right. So I'll get 3 or 4 per pan, and I'll let you know how many when I come back on that I got. But I'll finish rolling these and bake them, and then I'll come back up. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, y'all, they are done, and I didn't tell you a story on purpose. I had all intentions of cooking them in the air fryer, but I ended up getting a whole lot more than I thought I was going to by halving the recipe, and I ended up making some of those little 4-inch wraps at the end also, and that's going to be the perfect size snack. Now, typically when I make these, they're really not for our supper. Sometimes they are, but normally when I make them, if I like to eat low carb, but I would fix rice or a salad or something with my husband. But I typically store them in our leak-proof glass containers so I can have them for my lunch all week. But y'all, that stoneware just makes everything so nice and crispy. And I do, when I put them, before I put them in the oven, I spritz the tops of them with olive oil. I did the bottom of the tray. I did not do the bottom of the stoneware though. And then I put some salt on top, and oh my goodness, that just takes it over the edge with flavor. So when I'm serving them, I've got these pot holders here to remind me that that pan is hot. So I won't touch it. This is our chip and dip platter actually, but it's glazed, and it's stoneware, but it's glazed stoneware. Comes with the bowl, and it goes in the center. But I do my taco rings and things like that on this, and then I can put a dipping sauce in the middle. So when I'm serving these at parties, I typically have this filled with ranch if I've done the bacon and ranch wraps, and that's what I serve with them, is ranch. So you can just lay these around on the side. They're hot, but I'll kind of give you the idea. And I'll just let them, I'm dirtying another dish for y'all, just so you can see. Oh Lord, but that's okay. These are easy to clean, and that's what I like to do. Oh, they're gonna be so good. So I'm going to go ahead and put them all in here. The stoneware, the newer stoneware, which is what this pan is, you can tell because it's not real dark yet from being used a lot, is actually dishwasher safe as well. But I do not normally put mine in the dishwasher either. But there you go. You kind of get an idea. Y'all want me to cut one of these open? Let's see. I know it's probably too hot for me to bite it, or I would bite it for you. Oh yeah. All of that goodness inside, and I cannot wait to taste them. But I'm sure you can hear the crispness of the I want to keep calling the taco or tortilla shell, but it is the tortilla shell that I wrap mine in, taquitos. But anyway, I can't wait to bite this. I wish it would hurry up and cool. I will share the recipe in the comments, and again, it's just an idea of a recipe. If it's something low carb and keto friendly that you're looking, I can tell you this is a great one. If it's not, just use your favorite seasonings or seasonings and fillings that you prefer in yours. Beans, rice, whatever you like. So thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.